Good morning and welcome to Monday's question of the week. And this question surrounds uh, reclassifying employees from exempt to non-exempt status. So if you're interested in learning more, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and let's jump right into it. So we got a question from one of our clients this week. We would like to reclassify an employee from exempt to non-exempt status. Is it okay to do this? What do we need to do to change their status? This is a great question and happens all the time, particularly as think about the macroeconomics of what we're going through right now. The economy is changing. There's talks of layoffs in the air, restructuring, all those sorts of things. So it's really important to know how to do this if you decide to do this in your business. So yes, it is possible to make this change. Any employee can be classified as a non-exempt employee. Although we generally recommend that all employees in the same role have the same classification. That's very important. So you don't want to have two bookkeepers, one's exempt and one's non-exempt. With that being said, exempt employees sometimes feel that there is a certain status involved in being salaried and exempt. So if you decide to reclassify an employee, do so in a manner that doesn't denigrate them or cause them to become disengaged or makes them want to leave the business, right? It's because then you have a recruiting cost and all those sorts of things. So when reclassifying employees from exempt to non-exempt, it's important to clearly communicate the change in writing, make the change effective in payroll, and update the job descriptions and communicate your policies and expectations to those employees that are going to be affected. So you'll also want to understand that the managers and all they understand all the applicable wage and hour laws because you don't want to run afoul of those laws because they can impact the non-exempt employees and how it may affect their day-to-day work. So some of the things that could be affected by doing this are, taking meal and rest breaks and when they can do that and all that sort of stuff. Tracking their time, right? So you may not have tracked time in the past, but now that they're hourly, you may need to track their time and report any overtime that is worked. So we also recommend that when you implement this change, you give plenty of advance notice to those employees and create an effective date that coincides with a brand new payroll cycle so you're not running afoul there. So this gives you time to communicate your expectations, train the employees on the policies, and we recommend obtaining written acknowledgement from those employees that are being affected by this. So if you are reclassifying the employees because you may have misclassified them as exempt versus non-exempt, you may want to speak to an employment attorney. This question and answer does not constitute legal advice, and nor does it address local or state laws. So if you believe that you've misclassified and now you're trying to rectify that, it's uber important that you seek legal advice because this may change those employees missing out on overtime or other benefits or all those sorts of things. So we really appreciate you being here. Hope you found this helpful. Thanks and have a great day.